Yeah, nightclubs are dying, and here's why. I'm gonna hold your hand while I say this. Nobody wants a table anymore. Back in the day when on any given Wednesday, Rihanna and Kim Kardashian could be spotted shaking ass at a table, yeah, that's pretty cool. That definitely had a moment. But now, the bottles, the signs, the sparklers, ugh, boring.
Another reason is people find it way overpriced.
In 2024 alone, I partied in 17 different cities around the world. I also work at Nightlife as a seasoned PR executive. So when I'm out, I do a lot of looking, I do a lot of field research, I ask a lot of questions. So this is not coming from just one market, this is a worldwide thing. Anyway, the conclusion is nobody's having fun at tables. Everyone is just like sitting there on their phones looking miserable. No one's dancing, no one's having fun. But here's the solution. If clubs just remove tables in the middle section and open that up as a dance floor, win-win. Right now, clubs, especially in LA, are so jam-packed with tables that you can't even mix and mingle. Like if you see a hot guy across the bar, you can't even shoot your shot because there's a bouncer in the way.
Yo, club culture is literally so dead. There's never been a worse time to be a nightclub. Nobody wants to go to the club, bro. It's because people only go out to hear certain types of music and see certain performers now. Raves, music festivals, they're all taking over. You go out.
There
to
are
see a
giant
specific artist.
raves.
The days of just random DJ nights are over. People go for the genre. They go for the artist.
Nightclubs are gone.
They're gone.
They're completely
Do you know
gone.
in 2019 there was 1,500 clubs in the
Yeah.
UK? Today we're sitting on like 600, and they're just getting more and more
But
lessons.
I talk to my nieces. Like my niece is like 24 or whatever. They don't really go clubs.
No.
They go
Another thing is people lost their ability to socialize.
festivals,
yeah.
or if there's a big event at a big super club.
Yeah.
Once they're booked the tickets for that, they mostly go restaurants where there's DJs, or they go to house parties.
That's right.
Nightclub culture is gone.
Club culture is dying. Why do you think that's happening? Why are people going more to lounges?
This is a very popular question I get asked a lot, and my theory behind it is actually pretty different than most. The root of why club culture is dying, there's many reasons. Dating apps.
Yes, that is one of the major downfalls.
Different now. Back in the day when I was out, like new music, you had to go to the club to hear it. You don't just download it, you could hear it all. You'd have to go. But I believe that one of the biggest reasons is food delivery. I think that half the battle of going out is just being out. Like, so if you're at a restaurant and you're eating, and especially with women, you get dressed up, you're drinking, you're having a good time. What do you want to do next? Let's go somewhere, right? If you're having food at home and someone says, hey, let's go out, like, oh no, like I'm not going.
Bro, clubbing to me is fucking dead at this point, bro. Why the hell would I want to pay $300, $400, $500 to go stand on the couch when I could go with my fucking
It is very expensive.
couch for free? You feel me? Then on top of that, bro, I don't see the point of buying a fucking
liquor bottle price racked all the way up to the goddamn roof.
There ain't no goddamn point. I don't see the fun of that. Bro,
Stay strong,
go to the club,
dear brothers.
stand there with a clean ass fit on.
Nightclubs. That's a culture of ours that we're losing very quickly.
Right, first brought in the smoking ban.
Smoking, yeah.
Smoking ban changed it a huge amount.
24-hour license.
But the 24-hour license, you see, it used to be pubs and clubs. And let's say that they're now not shutting at 11, but they're shutting at 1. You know, if only 10 people stayed in each of those pubs, that's thousands of people that would have gone on to a nightclub and filled it up. But now, everyone sort of strolls out. I mean, people don't leave the house till midnight now.
Yeah.
They tank up at home, come out at midnight, you know, and you just don't have the volume of people.
You know, in 2019, before the pandemic, there was 1,500 nightclubs in the UK.
Yeah.
There's now less than 700.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been clubbing?
I haven't, no. No. I would say it's cringe.
Cringe. UK's biggest nightclub company that owns Attic and Prism has gone bankrupt.
One night out cost you $300, $400, $500 easy. Cover, drinks, Uber, maybe a table. You wake up broke, hungover, and alone while she went home with the same guy she always does. That's not a Friday night. That's financial self-harm.
I bought myself a drink, a beer, and his drink. I think it was like $45, right? So then I went back to the bar again, and I bought another person a drink, right? So now I'm like, well, how much is this cup? So the large cup, I want to say, is like $22 for a large.
That's what?
Insane, bro. Insane work.
Yo, see, you know what I think the problem is? A lot of these people, maybe these club owners, right? They're going outside of the state because $22 for a drink is kind of typical in certain states. You know what I mean? Like Florida, you're gonna see that. Atlanta, you're gonna see that. Houston, you're gonna see that. New York City, you're gonna see that. Boston, you're gonna see that, right? But we're not given what those states and cities
are
are
offering. Bro.
Yeah, you know
we're not
it's
giving
a
what it's
different
offering.
vibe.
You feel me? And honestly, I walked in there and it was a chill night. You know, it wasn't a lit.
Do you really think your future wife is at a bar or a club on a Friday night getting sloppy with hundreds of men approaching her? Nah, bro. Not only is that type of girl not wifey material, but who actually enjoys getting sloppy and wasting their money and time and sleep at a club? Not me. So if you're struggling to meet the types of high quality girls that you want, first of all, stop wasting your time at bars and clubs. Second of all, ask yourself, is the type of girl who I really want going to be into the type of guy that I am? If not, you got work to do. And third, start actually spending more time in the types of environments that you enjoy being in. I love working out, and I've met a lot of my past girlfriends at the gym. Crazy, right?
Let's turn to a topic that we as young people are very, very familiar with: the decline of going out. So if you're like me and many of my Gen Z friends, we actually joke all the time that we're old people because at the, usually we go out and we get back and we go to sleep at like 9 p.m. But it looks like me and my friends actually have or are following patterns that are going at a much larger scale.
So, first of all, we had this shocking stat that 31% of nightclubs in the UK have closed from 2020 to 2023, which is around 10 closures per month, which is insane for a country that prides itself on its pub culture. And the reasons for these really vary, but it's mainly that the landscape has changed from previous generations, where a night out could be relatively affordable.
Save the money, buy a new watch, hit the gym, or stack it in your investment account. Anything is better than handing cash to women who laugh at you behind your back and leave with Chad the second you turn around. Clubbing stopped being fun the day social media turned every girl into a paid influencer. A club is nothing but a hunting ground for emotional predators. You're surrounded by drunk women looking for free validation and the tiny chance of a false accusation that can ruin your life. Buying drinks for girls who will ditch you for taller. Better-looking guys isn't a strategy, it's charity for people who hate you. Finding a good woman in a club isn't finding a needle in a haystack. It's finding one non-magnetic needle in an entire field of haystacks. Bouncers let in every hot girl for free and only let guys in if they're with hot girls or look rich enough to bleed money all night. The game is rigged from the door. Inside, it's the same story. Hundreds of low-value, thirsty men orbiting average women who are addicted to the attention. The club owners get rich, the bartenders get rich, and entire generations waste their best years and paychecks chasing people who were never going to choose them.
Like, is it just LA? Because no one goes clubbing anymore. Like, no one even wants to go out. None of my friends have been to the club. I haven't been to a club in months. What happened to clubbing?
You are broaching word right now. I just want to say that New York club culture, everyone's complaining about, oh my god, New York club culture is dead. Why is it dead? Why is it dead? It's because these musty, dusty bouncers that are these stupid like Musica, they said for two girls, yeah, $150. Is everyone well in the head? Like, no. Are we okay? And then we said, oh, we hate ourselves, so we can do 40. They said, no, 50. There's no one here. There's no line watch. That's yeah. Right. That establishment, they said 50 each.
These same women bragged on TikTok about getting brads to buy rounds all night, then accusing them of creeping and going home with Chad at last call. Now clubs make them pay cover and buy their own drinks, and they're furious. Good. Let them feel the consequences of their own behavior for once. The pandemic broke the spell. Men discovered they can have way more fun at home with friends, gaming, lifting, or building something real instead of standing in line to get rejected by entitled women who think a $12 vodka soda is their birthright. Why pay premium prices for budget treatment?
The UK is losing 5 nightclubs per week. And sadly, this is another one right in the heart of the city of London. Huge rents on these places. I mean, look at the size of it right by St. Paul's. It would have cost tens of thousands of pounds per month to keep going. The place actually used to go all the way down there and down there. In fact, over 40% of nightclubs in the UK have closed since 2020. And the reason for it is because the younger generation just aren't going out as much. They're spending more time on social media and interacting with friends and family in more of a digital way. And also the younger generation just aren't drinking as much anymore. In fact, 26% of people aged 18 to 24 don't drink at all. And that figures up from 15% just 10 years ago. And it's going more and more in that direction as people become more health conscious.
Clubs only stay alive because young women in their prime pull crowds. They get in free, drink free off simps, and give nothing back except Instagram stories. Once men stopped showing up with wallets open, the entire business model collapsed. And that's exactly what's happening right now. Venues closing, crowds shrinking, and women crying, "Where did all the guys go?" We went home, built better lives, and kept our money. Thanks for watching the Male Imperium. As always, we're looking forward to your support. So please hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with everything all kings like yourself need to know.